फ्रेंड्स, ज़ूम रिव्यू शो में आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं ओमर कुरैशी, आपका फिल्मी फ्रेंड हु ब्रिंग्स यू द लेटेस्ट ऑन मूवीज, मस्ती एंड देयर मैजिक। हर हफ्ते की तरह इस हफ्ते भी I'll review the new movies in cinemas and tell you why you should or shouldn't miss it. But first, I want to hear your reviews on any of the movies you watched lately. So pick up your phones and SMS me on 58888 to hear your reviews on this show.
Type ZR space the first three letters of the film name space your name space your rating from 1 to 5 space your comments if any to 58888. We will air your comment live during the show.
The big Bollywood release of the week is Khoon Maaf. Priyanka Chopra is back with what many are calling another award-winning role as the deadly wife of 7 men in this Vishal Bhardwaj film. The man who gave us the cult hit Bheja Fry, Sagar Bellary, is back with his second much-awaited movie, Kaccha Limboo, with practically the same cast as the first movie. He is hoping to replicate the same success. इस हफ्ते हॉलीवुड बहुत हंगामा मचाने के इरादे में है. There is the much-acclaimed Nicole Kidman, Diane V starrer Rabit based on a Pulitzer Prize-winning play. All you moviegoers can also choose the action thriller I Am Number 4, based on a popular teen novel of the same name. So let's get down to business. After 3 successive flops, What's Your Rashi, Pyar Impossible and Anjana Anjani, Priyanka Chopra has much to prove, and she's going all out in 7 different avatars with 7 different husbands in Khoon Maaf. Khoon Maaf is a strange story of Susanna and Ameri, a beautiful girl with a heart filled with some dark shadows, dark enough to marry and kill half a dozen stranger men. She seeks love but gets weirdness and crazy behavior in return. The typical story of a woman who chooses wrongly, but not many who do end up murdering their husbands. Susanna does and becomes prime suspect too, but like a black widow she goes on marrying and killing, only in a search for the perfect love. The movie, inspired from Ruskin Bond's novel Susanna's 7 Husbands, a short story, but it fills the screen in a lengthy Greek tragedy narrative about a dark tale about a darker woman. Will she find a perfect husband? Will she settle down? What are her reasons for being a black widow? That's the story of Susanna and her shadis. Priyanka Chopra plays Susanna in a role that spans 35 odd years and goes through 7 hapless men, all led to their graves once they upset her romantic heart. She has set notions of romance, and those who don't fit die. Of course, Susanna is the kind of woman any man would die for, literally. And Priyanka is fascinating to watch as the subtle nuances of aging show on her face, as her mannerisms change with the years. The little double chin, slight weight on her waist and belly, the defined dark circles, the glasses, the cynicism. PC shows a flair for bringing a little extra to each stage of a new marriage. If What's Your Rashi showcased her in 12 different roles, Khoon Maaf showcases her in one role with 7 different shades. She is outstanding as a dark wife, a woman with a heart that can love but can kill with a carefree abandon as well. She is the docile, innocent young bride in the earlier part, succumbing to her violent first husband, a poetess when she marries a poet, a user when she marries a Viagra-popping cop, a snake-like seductress who sticks out her tongue like the cobras she fosters. When she's older, wiser and more wicked, Priyanka Chopra is the main reason to watch Khoon Maaf. She lifts the dark canvas onto another level in spite of not enough justification in making her a murderer. PC is in top form and is sure to bag all the awards. It's an unconventional role for a glamorous heroine, but PC's histrionics make it all Khoon Maaf for this story. Neil Nitin Mukesh plays a cruel army major who can be brutal. The character has flair, and Susanna loves the orders he gives initially, but tastes blood when he goes too far. Neil is impressive as a man in uniform. He has a strong screen presence and stands out. In fact, his is one of the better acts. John plays the musically inclined rocker Jimmy, whose good looks and talent compel Susanna to marry him next. But the life of a rock star, alas. Drugs, cross-dressing and women, he does it all. But in this role, John disappoints. His blonde wigs and headbands don't convince me about his rock star status, and his overly muscular body doesn't fit in as the druggie he is. It's a weak role and not much justice could be done. In fact, it can't be justified. As a hardcore romantic, Susanna falls for the Shire Wasiullah Khan next. A gentle poet to the outward world but a torturous sadist in bed. A monster literally. Irfan Khan does well as a Jekyll and Hyde character, but his role is too one-dimensional. Yet this fine actor stands out in anything he does. Nasir plays Dr. Madhusudan Tarafdar, the Bengali doctor whose cure for everything is a poisonous mushroom. Nasir puts on a quaint Bengali accent and this talented actor stands out, but his role is so sketchy and unjustified that the mushroom act doesn't taste half as good. One of the only main male characters who is not a husband, he's the young guy who Susanna mentors. Vivan has a presence but once again doesn't stand out due to the strong presence of Priyanka and others, but he shows promise. Vishal Bhardwaj, the stylized maker who loves to adapt from plays and books, does an adaptation once again. After Kamine with Priyanka, he gives a center stage again in a woman-oriented subject. And once again, he makes a dark film with darkly laid stages. But the story is too long, too stretched and too one-dimensional to make you go wow. Of course, Vishal has style in framing and in set pieces. He brings out the best in Priyanka, but overall the story stays too simplistic. He's one of the finest directors we have who tells the story his way even if it's not the conventional way, but if only the story had more twists and turns. It lacks the intrigue and depth of Maqbool and the nuances of Omkara. Take a dark story, throw in an actress with tremendous talent playing many shades and spanning many generations, give it an unconventional plot, and you have a recipe for an award-winning film that most critics will gush about. Yet Saath Khoon Maaf is nothing more than that. Apart from Priyanka's versatile act and a few cameos, the story stays one-dimensional. Marry, kill, and the end, which is also a bit off the beaten track, but not to be revealed here. There are no twists and no turns. There is no drama at the end. It's a flat storyline that could have been made far more interesting than it is. In fact, coming from Vishal, a director with a yen for telling a twisted tale well, it almost disappoints. It may win all the awards, but the audience expectations will be left wanting more, just like I was. It's an interesting premise, but a tad too stretched and a bit of a drag in the second half. So I go with 2.5 stars for Saath Khoon Maaf. From the director of Bheja Fry is the latest teenage flick Kaccha Limboo. Kaccha Limboo, as the name suggests, is all about a bacha party with a troubled teen Chambu at the helm. He is not too fond of his stepfather and his classmates are not too fond of him. Along with his struggle at home and school, we see him battling more emotions as he is infatuated by one of the most sought-after girls in the neighboring school. And when everything becomes too much to handle, Chambu घर, school, सब कुछ छोड़ के भाग जाता है. उसकी मुलाकात होती है विट्ठल से. विट्ठल की हालत भी कुछ Chambu जैसी है. And the two develop a unique friendship. They set out on a journey to alter their circumstances and it ends up being a life-changing experience for Chambu. Sagar Bellari, director of the cult favourite Bheja Fry, ventures into the children's genre with his second film. He extracts natural performances from an amateur cast of children. Unlike Bheja Fry, where half his battle was won with a stellar cast, here he lets children be children, and that really is a USP of the movie. But unlike Bheja Fry, he didn't have a script strong enough to back his actors. There are many loose ends and the script definitely needs heavy editing. Yet for a film with its heart in the right place and leaving kids with the thought not to run away from their problems, I go with 2.5 stars for Kaccha Limboo. इस हफ्ते की हॉलीवुड रिलीज रैबिट होल is about dealing with grief and is adapted from an award-winning play. What makes this movie the talk of the town is Nicole Kidman's Oscar nomination for Best Female Lead for her role as Becca. She is stellar. Co-star Aaron Eckhart as Howie compliments her gracefully in pulling off the psychological high-wire act. Director John Cameron Mitchell got his casting right, and in doing so, he makes the film sensitive. Yet, in the end, it's not entirely persuasive. A crucial element of individuality is missing in Becca and Howie. While you enjoy their performances, you don't empathize with the characters, which should have ideally been the end result of a film of this nature. I go with 2 stars for Rabbit Hole. Hollywood की दूसरी रिलीज है the science fiction actioner I Am Number 4. It's based on a popular teenage novel. I Am Number 4 is another attempt at replicating the Twilight Saga success. The same high school romance, the alien-human love angle, and also the love triangle with lots of action thrown in. Basically, it offers nothing new. Yes, the male protagonist Alex Pettyfer is a lot more macho than Twilight's Robert Pattinson, and his co-star Diana Agron definitely has more expressions than Kristen Stewart. Yet, besides a few exciting action sequences, everything feels like you watched it all before. The movie finishes off suggesting a sequel, though given this film's content, I hope they are really sure about the next one. I go with 2 stars for I Am Number 4. We caught the audiences straight out of the cinemas after watching the new films. Here's what they had to say.
अद्भुत, कुछ समझ में नहीं आया.
Priyanka rocks.
Superb movie. Priyanka Chopra's acting is good.
It's too slow and too long.
Average. It was very nice.
It was really nice.
The movie was good.
Hi, I've been video chatting with Yahoo Messenger users on the latest Bollywood and Hollywood releases, and here's my favorite video chat of the day. With Nihit from Ahmedabad, we chatted about Saath Khoon Maaf. Hi Nihit, which movie did you watch today?
Hey, hi Omar. I watched Saath Khoon Maaf.
And what do you think?
I think Priyanka is very good in the movie, but it's certainly not Vishal's best work till date.
I agree with you, Nihit. Vishal loves dark narratives, but this one got too brooding and stopped being entertaining. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. It went quite on a random tangent, and he's made an adaptation after such a long time. I was expecting more from him.
But what do you think of the plot?
I think it was okay. It didn't have any twists and turns as such. It was just going nowhere. So I was expecting more thrills from the movie.
And your viewpoint on the music?
I loved the music. In fact, that's what got me to watch the movie.
Yeah, would you kill any of your wives, Nihit?
No.
Okay, you wouldn't. Thanks, Nate. Thanks for joining me on Yahoo Video Messenger. And if you want to see yourself on the Zoom review show, log on to Yahoo Video Chat every Friday between 12 noon and 1 p.m. to chat with me, Omar Qureshi. Now, I'll quickly sum up my verdicts of this week's movies. मैंने सात खून माफ को दिए 2.5 stars, Kaccha Limboo को दिए 2.5 stars, Rabbit Hole को दिए 2 stars, and I'm number 4 को दिए 2 stars. My show is all about you guys, so if there's anything you still have to say about the new movies in cinemas, just pick up your Nokia 5233 mobiles, use the Kiss and Slap application to send kisses or slaps of the movies you watched lately, and based on the number of kisses or slaps received, I will disclose the public reviews. Last week's Patiala House got 200 kisses and 300 slaps. Angel को मिले 100 kisses or 300 slaps. Friends, thanks for all your communication, but if there's still more you want to say, well, I'm all ears. You can also write to me at facebook.com/Omar Qureshi. आप मुझे SMS भी कर सकते हैं 58888 पर.
Type ZR space the first 3 letters of the film name space your name space your rating from 1 to 5 space your comments if any to 58888. We will air your comment live during the show.
So friends, there's lots at the box office this week. There's mystery, comedy, drama and lots of action. So picture or popcorn enjoy कीजिए और मुझे लिखते रहिए. I'll be back next week to carry out all the verdicts on new movies and share my reviews with you too. So till we meet again, same time, same place, only on the Zoom Review Show. This is Omar Qureshi signing off. Bye bye and God bless.